Well, hello down there. Looking forward to seeing you inside.
Mother Nancy
Just
and
gotta
Ronnie
pray
waiting
harder.
for you inside.
Judgment Day is nigh. I wish I could get an audience with the God President.
That toaster's been broken for ages. If you can fix it, it's yours. Hey there, friends. Sister Nancy Forge, Ronnie's fourth wife, and his armorer. Made all our guns, armor, explosives, and that commie-killing Ronnie statue out on our front porch. Trade secret, meaning I won't sell it, and you couldn't afford it if I did. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate the compliment, though. Thank you. Anyway, I'm the trader here on top of everything else. You need something? I might have it. And if I don't, you probably don't need it. Ronnie called me to it during one of his spells, way back when I was a girl. She has hands of iron for forging steel, he said. When a god tells you your trade, you'd best listen. Blood, sweat, and tears, friend. Blood, sweat, and tears. Scavenged and smelted the plating myself, hand ground the laser lenses, and spent a year wrapping the wire. Also hunted and killed 30 or so scar collectors because I had some parts I needed. Steel, servos, and such. More than a few of the statue's bits and bobs have blood on them. A fitting tribute to America's fighting president, right? Course it is. I made it. And it's imbued with Ronnie's. It's an all-American, ass-kicking war machine! Yeehaw! Well now, kinda you to say so. What did you like best about it? Wasn't easy. Months of coding the connection to Ronnie. About 100 miles of cable. And the testing was a nightmare. Worth it in the end, though. Nope, that reminds me. I got some leftovers from that job taking up valuable space. It's yours if you want it. Make sure you put that to good use, Rangers. Sure, have a look.
Verse 1. Blessed are the job creators, for the tax cuts they receive will trickle down to the middle class. Well, blessed are the nukes, for they protect our freedom from the evil communists. Blessed is the oil that sustains our military industrial complex and makes us, well, a shining city on the hill. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great on Wall Street. Success sells. Greed is good. Well, amen.
Partner? Partner? Sorry. That's how you cowboys say hello, right? From the others. From the stories they tell. About the rangers and marshals and cowboys. They all just nod and squint and stare right through you. You know, tough. Hard. My name's, Bill. I have a stupid question. I know it's stupid, but I gotta ask. Have any of you... I told you it was a stupid question. How would you know if you saw her? I don't even have a picture of her. You forget I asked. It was about 6 years ago. She had a fight with Mother Nancy. Called her a bunch of things I'd never heard before. They wanted her to become one of those... It's a big honor, but, I guess she didn't want it. She said she'd leave before she married a machine. They told her she, left anyway. You mean like the stories? Walking the West with a 6-shooter in my hand, saving my mom from, engines and cattle barons and railroad men. You think I should do it? Sure I do. I mean, I've never been, but I know all the history. You know, how God President Reagan conquered the West before he was God President. All that. You don't know? Well, this was back in the bad old days, when the West was overrun by commies all trying... The God President was still a man back then, before the ascension, but... Oh boy, was he tough. He had a 6-shooter that fired 7 bullets and a horse named Ashwater. Anyway, I know the West has gotten worse again since he tamed it back then, but I reckon I can handle it. You think so? Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess it would have been dumb, but... Oh, it felt right. Like my heart was... Yeah. Sorry, Ma. Really? Oh, I knew it. The minute you said I should leave, I knew it was the right thing to do. Oh, I gotta go find my gun.
Sysadmin log entry 509. Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. Another unexpected proclamation today. Mother Nancy has ordered a full audit of Reagan's neural net to try and isolate the cause. Sysadmin log entry 1821. Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. Reagan's behavior is increasingly erratic. He's having conversations with persons only he can see. I fear that I don't have the code craft to make this right. Sysadmin log entry 2403. Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. The God President demanded to speak with Nancy tonight. When we asked which Nancy, he flew into a terrible rage. Had to initiate an emergency shutdown for repairs.
Sysadmin log entry 3314. Testament of Mother Nancy Reliance. This log has reached the end of its usefulness and will be terminated. Effective immediately.
If you're looking to get patched up, I'm your gal. They call me the Wyman around here, but I prefer Doc. If you're a Nancy and you do something the other Nancys don't like, they shun you and call you a Wyman. Yeah, no idea what it means. Maybe some... Anyway, you'll hear a lot of things about me in this shitty city on the hill. None of them good. But nobody can fault my doctrine, so you don't have to worry. So where? Colorado Springs? Why would I bother trading one dictator with... Besides, Colorado Springs has plenty of doctors, and the Patriarch would likely string me up within a week for...
That isn't true. So long as you're respectful and do what the marshals say, you are free...
Do tell. Well, I was Reagan's second wife behind Reliance, and now I'm not. We'll just leave it at that. Quit! Ha! I was excommunicated. Mother Reliance burned my Nancy wig and used my red suit for a toilet rag. She'd hand me over to the Godfishers if anyone else in this Girl Scout camp knew their way around a medkit. Speaking of, I could use your help to drive that point home. I might be able to waive the fees for treating your wounds. So, like I said, Reliance would have Ronnie light me up if she didn't need me. So, I need to make sure she doesn't start looking at other medical options. Pretty sure the robots at the machine commune have some tricks for healing humans, not just machines. Every once in a while, a Gipper patrol will get lost, injured, and then a couple of days later show up bright as rain, escorted by... Obviously, Reliance has Ronnie blast him before any commie sleeper programming can turn on, but if you're in the commune and get some kind of data on their clinic, I'll heal you up for free from then on. And throw in a few medical supplies, too. Great. Thank you. Just don't mention this to anyone else, huh? Especially not Forge. Pretty sure she wants this intel too, but if I share, it won't win me an inch with Reliance. Too much head trauma? I want any hard data you can find on how the robots heal people up. And remember, don't mention this to Sister Nancy Forge. Sure, but this ain't a charity. Then I guess you'll have to take care of yourselves until you do. See for yourself. Huh. You ain't dead yet. So that's something. Same price as before, range. Hold still. Take care. This ain't a charity, Rangers. You need a med kit? Talk to me.
Welcome to the Western White House. God President Reagan is expecting you. Please come in. Thank you.
What is this? Those are the Desert Rangers! They work for my father! You promised to keep me safe!
Calm down, Valor. God President Reagan has everything under control.
Well now, welcome, patriots. Nancy and I, well, we appreciate your selfless service and want to thank you for it. You are true. Now then, help yourself to some jalebi, and let's get down to business, shall we? As you know. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to if it takes a blood, let's get it over with. Well, what do you say? Well, I think, don't I? Therefore, I am, aren't I? You're reading. Well now, welcome, patriots. Nancy and I, well, we appreciate your selfless service and want to thank you for it. You are true Americans and, well, good neighbors. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to if it takes a blood, let's get it over with. Well, what do you say? They say the world has become too complex for simple answers. They are wrong. There are no easy answers, but there are simple answers. Why shouldn't we believe that? We are Americans.
That's enough, Ronnie. You did very well. But it's bedtime for Bonzo now, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Well, I'm sleepy.
I know you are, darling. Night-night. I don't appreciate you toying with the systems that contain the God President. They are delicate, and if damaged, could corrupt his essence. Normally, I'd have thrown you out for such impertinence, but at the moment, we can't be choosy with our associates. I have work for you. Paid work. My husband, the God President, wishes to transfer his consciousness to a human body. To accomplish this, we must acquire a... What was it, Valor?
A cybernetic transfer module. It's amazing. Basically, what it does is...
That's enough for now, Valor. But yes, we must acquire this transfer module from the filthy communist robots that occupy the Denver airport. Or rather, we'd like you to acquire it and bring it here, to us. Once God President Reagan has a human body, you'll be rewarded with money, a fine weapon, and we will relinquish our claim on valor and restart the oil to Colorado Springs. Agreed, but only after valor helps us transfer God President Reagan into a new body.
That's right. They can't do this without me.
Yes, dear. Now keep working. Meanwhile, our home is at your disposal. I'll tell the sisters you can come and go as you please. Make America proud, Rangers.
So, you're the Rangers. I hear you've been showing the marshals how it's done. Keep it up and maybe Daddy'll make you his chief bootlickers. Well, you can go back and tell Saul I'm staying here. The Gippers are my family now. Huh. My father sent me here as punishment for being smarter than him. Stupidest thing he ever did. Oh no, tough guy talk. I'm so scared. Oh, you're just like all the lackwits in Colorado Springs. They didn't understand my worth either. They thought I was an idiot like Vic. I'm the foremost tech and computer expert in the world. You name it, I've taken it apart, put it back together, and made it better.
As modest as he ever was.
He's always been like this. A boaster and a braggart.
Just a tiny investment in hardware, and I could have given my father access to all the 100 families' records and secrets. No, but he wasn't going to shell out for any tech unless it could kill someone. Idiot. Opinion means I can't prove I'm better than you. I can any day of the week. Liberty attacked Colorado Springs, and the city alarms didn't go off. So he blamed me. He said I fucked up. I didn't fuck up. Those alarms were sabotaged. My sister! She stole the codes from my room before she left! It was her fault, not mine! Idiots. They're all idiots. They think they're the center of civilization. No, not without oil, they're not. Let's see how civilized they are a few months from now. The automated turrets, the protection of the Gipper himself, all the Nancys who swore to defend me. Well, I never claimed to be a fighter, but here, I don't need to be. Not if I see you first.
People do rather get the wrong idea about us. I can't say I mind. Let us be underestimated and ridiculed. They think our Ronnie is dead and never coming back, and they are wrong. They accuse us of seeing communists in every shadow, and, well, they are right. But so are we. Make no mistake, dears. We are surrounded by the vestiges of the evil empire. They have turned our great nation into an irradiated graveyard, and they expect us to weep. But we are steel, sisters. We do not bend, nor do we rust. We endure. So let them laugh at us. We are the wives of the God President, and we will endure until he returns to us. Until then, his great work lies before us.
Hey, traveler. Why not visit Denver?
the cultural center of free Colorado. Warning, dangers of Denver include hostile wildlife, scavenging thugs, Reagan-worshipping fascists, rusty nails, collapsing buildings, and background radiation. Denver, the jewel of the North.
Heretics, before you step into our trap. You have fine ears. I hope one day to send them skyward so they may delight the gods of the sky. However, the mechanical giant known as Reagan kills our faithful, delaying the harvest. You have access to the Gipper's inner sanctum. It has 3 glowing hearts, known as terminals. You will destroy in return. You may pass through our camps without fear. We will not harm you. Gods of the sky, forgive them their foolishness. When their flesh feeds...
Strike down those who stand against us with thy divine lightning.
Gods of the endless sky, accept these holy offerings, blow away thy mighty winds.
Rangers.
People do rather get the wrong idea about us. I can't say I mind. Let us be underestimated and ridiculed. They think our Ronnie is dead and never coming back, and they are wrong. They accuse us of seeing communists in every shadow, and, well, they are right. But so are we. Make no mistake, dears. We are surrounded by the vestiges of the evil empire. They have turned our great nation into an irradiated graveyard, and they expect us to weep. But we are steel, sisters. We do not bend, nor do we rust. We endure. So let them laugh at us. We are the wives of the God President, and we will endure until he returns to us. Until then, his great work lies before us, unfinished. We will arm our sons and our daughters and teach...
Sorry, partners. Access to this console is restricted by order of the Nancys. What? No, I didn't even realize it. What should I do? Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Pressing the button now, ma'am.
Ronnie!
This is Mother Reliance. The statue of our God President has been sabotaged. Ronnie's consciousness is safe inside the Western White House, but our defenses are severely compromised. All Gippers to arms! Defend our God President from any and all invaders!
Hey, traveler. Why not visit Denver, the cultural center of free Colorado? Warning, dangers of Denver include hostile wildlife, scavenging thugs, Reagan-worshipping fascists, rusty nails, collapsing buildings, and background radiation. Denver, the jewel of the North.
Mechanical giant, and thus served divinity. Now we shall sweep across this land and make gifts of flesh to the gods. Speak with flensing ice in the oil field and initiate the great sacrifice.
Are these mist that burns has raised the cry? She brings our sisters and brothers from across the crater. Together, we will descend, and you, worry not. Your hands may stay clean. As far as you can see, anyway, you are blind to the stain of sin. we will kill everyone!
Team November, this is HQ. We had a burst of unusual radio static from the Gipper headquarters. What's your situation? Affirmative, November 1. That's unfortunate, but I'm sure you did everything you could.
And we're back with big news. It seems that the infamous... Wait, is infamous the bad one? They always forget. Just your daily reminder to stay away from the abandoned parts of Denver, where unseen voices whisper and dumpster divers disappear. Brrr, spooky stuff. And now, some music.
This is the place to be.
commies!
Cowboys, it's Dead Red talking at you again. Come back on our private channel, yeah? Heard you took out Val. Congratulations. Now he won't be wandering around like a prize bull, giving people Boy never was the sharpest tool in the box. But any kid with Buchanan for a last name could be dangerous with a smart operator behind him. And those Gippers may be crazy, but they ain't dumb. You know that old song, The Night Has 1,000 Eyes? Well, so does ol' Angie. I got an ear at every window. Now let's talk about the other one. Damn right, I mean Vic. Whole lot of innocent people have died thanks to that psycho son of a bitch. He's killed men just to check if his gun is loaded. You'd be doing the world a favor if you made sure he wasn't in it anymore. I know it's ugly business, but I ain't just being vindictive. From a, political perspective, any child of the Patriarch is a destabilizing force on the region. If you want peace in Colorado, the Buchanan brand has got to go. Well, just keep it in mind. That's all I'm asking. And now I better mosey. I'll be talking. Dead Red, over and out.
than being loved, is there? And that's what this song is all about.
Team November, I just went by R&D and saw some pretty crazy new gear just ready and waiting for you. You should head back and see it when you get the chance. Over and out.
When's the last time anyone saw the Patriarch? He was down at the old airbase to greet the Rangers, I think.
I suppose they'll let...
Welcome, Rangers!